Somebody just told me through the Astro, somebody said peasants push me. You like you still safe, Shawty. You'll be safe anyway if you elevate it this high. All y'all will. Because whoever you wind up getting into a situation with is still on a new elevation. You better not be seeing no more though. That's a trap already. So you gotta pass the trap. I don't know if it's a trap. It might be a good trap. Who knows? I don't know. I was just listening to somebody on there. She was talking about God coming back. I just want to tell the people, if God came back, would you notice it? Because you still trying to make God bend at his rules, bend at your rules. So would you notice it? You gonna kill God. These kind of boxes is built to be able to kill God too. So it's almost like it's the people's choice, whether to accept God or not. And then when they don't know they're being evaluated and tested. And when they don't, hell break loose. That's what it's almost like. But you gotta ask yourself that though. Everybody need to ask themselves that. What she said was a good message. But the question that I would like to ask if I met her, would you know God if you met God? You feel what I'm saying? Like in the Bible, it's all kind of stories. The dude that was on the boat, waiting on the boat to come save him. Another story. It's all kind of stories in the Bible. And basically, these people are vessels for God. They all are vessels for God. And hold on a second. But anyway, what was I saying? Yeah, I gotta hurry and get stuff on my phone, yeah. I'm ready to do some more artwork. The one I used to do it on, that shit went to the left. It got rid of a very important part of the equation. But anyway, but yeah, just sitting back and um, thinking about the fact that would you know God, you can't keep making God bend at your rules. And I feel like the only way people are gonna stop doing that is if they practice God, practice what they preach. It for me, it could possibly be devastating for a woman because who wouldn't hit on a woman? Who wouldn't sleep with a woman? I seen rich men come and get the worst woman, want the worst woman from the block secretly, and we don't want to know why, but it be that way. Want the worst woman on the block. Looks all everything, just throw it all, and it's a gut wrenching experience, bro. Just to see that, just like, oh my God, what's going on? And where they gonna take this toxication to? Where they gonna take this toxic person to? You know, they love them. They love them though. Whatever the secret must be. But like I said, at the end of the day, it's still your habit. It's still a personal problem. You know, if you don't have a lover and you got lovers, that's a problem, y'all. I mean, it might be boring, it might be traditional, but okay, let's look at it like y'all looking at it. you looking at it like traditional and saying it's okay to sleep with multiple people, but do you got one brain, and have you even maxed out yourself? Have you even? And that was another thing the young lady said. She said, "Will God give me the strength to do what I was built here to do? If you on your purpose, God gonna give you the strength anyway. If you on your purpose, you can't die. Look at me. They robbed. They were meant. I supposed to die before they robbed me. This is the example right here in your face. You know, getting on what you want. Somebody don't cuss, don't do that. But you have sex with random people. You go around the world sleep with people, so other people won't find out in your country. You know what I'm saying? It don't matter. A sin is a sin. Now, if I had to tell you my sin, uh, outside of getting to the train of thought of things and acting like, I mean not acting like, but trying to maintain my tongue, which is the hardest thing to tame on the body, right? I ain't got but smoking habits. If you want to look at it like a sin, one sin, one sin. Can you truly say that? You can't say that if you gossip. You can't say that if you live a life of a liar. You can't say that if you do this. You can't say that if you do that. It don't matter if it's your income. It doesn't matter. That's even worse. So it's like if you're on your purpose, God gonna keep you alive regardless. Can you stay on your purpose though? Because on this purpose, you might not get the lovers, you might not get the money, you might not get nothing, like in the situation I'm in. But it's my purpose though, and I'm gonna be protected here. This house got just as much protection as I got by itself. So it's like you gotta know the energy of God. Now, see, when you do talk like that, you detached. Off top, you detached, and that's where the fear come in at. That's where the fear base come in at. The fear come in at is the fact that you detached. Now you gotta find out what's keeping you detached. We gotta, like God was telling me the other day, we gotta organize, and decorate, redecorate everything, internal, external, everything, because it's too much. It's too much confusion in the air. It's too much. It's too much nothingness, and we putting too much energy in the irrelevant things. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, it's simple as saying I gotta feed my family alone. Confirmation. As simple as saying that I gotta feed my family alone. That's irrelevant. That's totally irrelevant. You talking about God here. You talking about the one who put your kids in your life. You don't even want me to tell you where the kids come from. You know what I'm saying? Which is a good thing, but it's a bad thing too. You know what I'm saying? You gotta do right by them kids, period. Them kids are like your life sentences. You know what I'm saying? That's as much as I'm saying. I ain't even get into detail with it. But that's why I wasn't supposed to have a child. Cause this is supposed to be it right here. I think this was supposed to be the last incarnation. But that's why I want to make the best out of it. And I thank God that I noticed that this is my second to last or last incarnation. And I know no matter what harm, what stress, what anybody throw at me, right now is the time for me, no matter what, because of this century that I'm in, right now is the time for me to be humble and praise God and meditate and pray regardless of the situation. Like I tell people, I tell about me, like people say, you gonna get your, I done had mine, I want mine to quit getting stolen from me. I want people to quit illegally taking shit from me. And what I mean by that, the cops help them do it. Ain't nothing you can do about it when it get like that. So you gotta leave the whole damn district and fight one district to another one. Then you gotta worry about the pyramid effect from that situation. It's always gonna be a challenge. You know, God gotta fix that for me. It's obvious. There's too many big wheels doing the bullshit. But outside of that, just getting your purpose. You getting your purpose. Shit, your purpose might lead you to a wealthy person. Your purpose might lead you to the love of your life. Your purpose might lead you to a path of, I don't know, like, your purpose might be a path of destruction. Hell, I don't know. In my case, it's a path of destruction, you know, but we fixing as we go. Because this ain't destruction that was made by my hands alone. This is destruction that was made by past time family and stuff that caused generational curses. So that's, what better place to be in to fix generational curses than broke? I mean, I'm broke. I'm fixing generational curses. That's almost like plus plus. That's good. I'm pretty sure it'd be very difficult if I was rich and trying to fix a bunch of generational curses. You know what I'm saying? So it'd be too many distractions. Uh, now right now at this moment, one or two distractions for me would detach me from God, and that ain't good. You know what I mean? So it's like, okay, well, how would I work under pressure then? So them the kind of things I'm working on for myself at this moment, and I'm working on, my speaking, the way I speak, and I'm working on just basically the internal issue, the internal problem. And thank God I finally got here. I should have cleaned the internal before I cleaned the external. Um, but um, but yeah, y'all gotta ask yourself them questions. The fear coming from the fact that you detached from God. And then let's say you got one lover. Like I keep telling folks, now we looking at this guy gonna judge the heart, so you might as well just start turning inwards toward these situations that you truly have. They're never external, they're inwards. So it's like people think God gonna bend his rules. You can't tell God's truth tradition. You gotta go by these rules to elevate to the next elevation. Regardless, it's a step-by-step process. Now, as you ready to elevate, or you gonna stay stagnated? And then just like this. So let's not look at it traditional. Okay, we ain't gonna look at it traditional. Okay, let's look at it in science. So we gotta look at it in science. So now we gotta look at it in energy. Okay, now we're gonna look at it in energy. Okay, you got a relationship, you happy, and you already know deep down in your mind this is for a female now, because I just haven't had these kind of issues with female. I got 7 older sisters. I just know all kind of different secrets female love to talk about. But I'm gonna try to drift around it a little bit. But let's say it's energy now, and you in this relationship, but in the back of your mind you like, well, yeah, the sex was good, but what's gonna happen 3 weeks later after we done screwed each other to death? And let me look at his account, make sure it's worth me staying here. See, already you got too much pride. You already putting your sex part against the other person's sex part, basically, because you basically saying you worth more. So you already got that in your head. So if you already feel like you worth more than a person, why you worried about that person's bank account? You see the energy in that. So these are things, like I tell folks, these are things you gotta really pay attention to. Okay, now, so you go and this is the energy you got. So you go and you've been gone too long, my food, I gotta check it. Anyway, so you got a family, you got a good structure. All you really truthfully should have been doing is getting your ass a job, because you need some extra money for some reason. Okay, but you ain't gonna do that. You gonna keep that in your mind. If this relationship don't work out, and the window of time that I want it to work out, you don't even know what you want the relationship to work out for. That's another thing I notice about a lot of women. They don't even know what the hell they want. They'll tell you they want. See, I was born a prince. I was born a king. So they'll tell a person like me, oh, they want money. They need money, security, basically. You give them security, they still gonna wild out on you. So at this point, they don't even know what the hell they want. The sex good and the security, and they still got a problem. And the only problem that I noticed that they have, that they don't recognize that they have, is the fact that they lean on other people's understanding instead of their own. When the friends come into to your home, when it's you and your lover, you good. But when the friends come into your home, whatever kind of friend that person got, that's gonna really set sail at your home. You know what I'm saying? And especially if the friends want what the girl got. And it never ends well because somehow, some way, the damn best friend of this girl is the girl that want what the girl got. And that's why I tell people, slow your roll on this thinking you finna grow old with folk. And look around yourself. Go look at observe your grandparents. Stay in here. Go research it. And you're going to notice that they came in the world by themselves and they left out by themselves. Yeah, they probably had family around them, but you can pretty much tell by the way they were acting with each other, they didn't deal with each other. So that goes you a simple sign right there. Even if you had the money in the world to put your friends and families around you and pay for them, it's still going to feel like you empty. It's still going to feel missing something. You are missing something. You're missing God in your life. So now, what creates this? Feel this energy. So you got this energy. You got a husband right here that's wanting to work, build on the relationship, and expand the horizon. And there's so much more in the world you could be doing outside of looking for sexual relationships. But the problem is this stagnation point, you can't elevate because you stagnated. Even if it's just you in the relationship, you stagnated in this sex realm. And you in the relationship can't elevate because you won't get out the sex realm. And the only way anyone can get, male or female, can get out of that sex realm the right way is to humble yourself and to discipline yourself. So when you hear me speak, I'm not telling people not to do nothing. I'm telling people to do things the right way. God, I mean, you get into a family, you got married to have a family, you want the dream life, well, work on the dream life. Why you can't work on the dream life? Because you pulling these friends that want you to have their life. And you think it ain't affecting you, but it is because you keep arguing with your husband about the life that your friends want you to have. See what I'm saying? It's confusion, all state of confusion. So how did this happen? You're not the devil. You ain't got the devil in your life. You're not around no demons. At least that's what you're saying. And you do good. You pray hard. You meditate. You do everything. Why is this happening to you? Probably because your lover ain't as close as God as you. And he's sleeping with a whole bunch of people besides you. Or he's sleeping with one person besides you, and that person belonged to the devil. So they're ciphering your energy now. Okay, how they ciphering your energy? Because it's a whole north node that you done gave up on because you wanted to stay in your south node sleeping around. So while you stuck in your south node, there's a witch behind this dude, this lover you got, that's ciphering your energy and getting rich after round after round. That's the way it go.